All right, what is up, you guys? Okay, so I just want to say thank you for being patient. And yes, my hair is all over the place, okay? But I just want to say thank you for being patient with me. Um, I had a huge, I had to basically house it, and I was just taking care of, some pets as well as house sitting. But um, I just want to say, yeah, I turned 30 and it officially happened. I'm now 30 years old. So it's absolutely just crazy. I never really thought I would would be here. As a 30-year-old, it's kind of crazy to say it now because I don't know. I'm not a 20-year-old anymore, and it just like it just like hit me really hard uh, than that I didn't think it would. And it's just I don't know. What do I think about being 30 now? Is that if I know I can't go back, but if I can do it all over again, it would be definitely um work not harder, but work smarter and not harder, right? I would rather work just at my own pace but be smart enough on how I use that time efficiently. And that is basically saving more time than actually working on a daily job um, that they might just fire you from. It's a crazy realization, but I didn't realize it until I turned 30. And and I'm like, yeah, I used to work really hard for no reason. I I mean, there was at a moment where I thought, well, if I can work in many different functions as possible, maybe I could become a leadership or I get to train people. And they, it was a good idea at first, but as time went on, it was at Chewy's, by the way. As time went on, I realized that they didn't want me to do that. Now, why? Um, it's it's kind of complicated. I guess I guess you have to go to school for that. To be in a leadership role, and sometimes they just don't want to give you that opportunity. I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. You are the bottom feeder. It's kind of hard to say, but in my own, and sometimes it really depends on what kind of job you have, but for me sometimes I just don't get too lucky for that. But I'm not blaming on anyone else. For me, it is by accepting the fact that you're just there to work, but when you come home, it is you that you get determine on what kind of path do you want to go. And it's going to be a path where you can't control things, but what can you control now? And you got to think. For me, I'm like, okay, my whole excuse is I'm so tired. I just want to relax, and that's the most sufferable way to go is to basically to just submit comfort, right? Submit over comfort, and it'll get you stuck. And for a long path, the it is not the path you want to go, right? You don't want to go to that path of having to submit comfort over food. Like, I mean, the whole cycle can go on and on, right? But comfort is the biggest struggle that a lot of people face. And I didn't realize that. And sometimes it takes a toll on you. It really does. You at first you think you have your priorities straight. until you look back and say, I barely even started or haven't finished what I started to begin with. And it's a huge struggle for me, but I just want to say to you guys that I appreciate your patience. I appreciate it. There's no other excuse in the world. I'm just, touching base and trying to look over some things that I have, as hobbies, and trying to figure out, okay, what can I do better, and just manage my time wisely, saying, just judging on my yes or no's, right? I'm, kind of limited on yeses, and I'm more focused on no's, but I'm trying to be fair, but you gotta think these things through. It's not simple as you think, but you can't say yes to everything. Unfortunately, you can't. Some plans, gets in the way of the things that you want to do, or you just plan some other time that you have the time for. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's for me. I'm just so happy that I got more insight on things, but I think I still need to grow and understand, and you know, and read more. I mean, I just want to also say thank you for mentioning my apostolic shirt. I mean, that was pretty nice, and now I got to read the Bible more because I'm putting more scriptures and my most favorite scriptures. And oh my god, guys, I was having so much fun. I was like, oh my god, like how many scriptures that I can read, and or go to the favorite ones that I like in the Bible and share it to you guys, which is pretty awesome. I never got to do that, and I am currently doing it now. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot more, but that those are just one of them. Now I had to like probably write it down, so that way I don't have a huge backtrack of like if I already shared the verse and so what, and just happen to create, at least get more ideas and try to see like what other verses that I can share. And yeah, there's a lot more. It's absolutely crazy on how big the Bible is. It's a massive book, and it's a whole lot of rules, like a whole lot of commandments, and yeah, and it gets into depth into other things besides rules and the rules of the land. And I mean, it shows like a whole lot what you can and what you can't do, and some other things, some other crazy things, and it's very good things, but sometimes they just warn you that there is bad things as well, and it's insane. The first of the passes that I shown you guys, it was so weird. The whole my whole house just happened to like there was a power outage. As soon as I shared that verse with you guys, it like the whole house, like the lights and everything turned off, and I was freaking out because I thought my Xbox was completely fried to the point that I wouldn't be able to make gaming content, and I would, I don't know, I wouldn't be able to do the things that I wanted to do on there. And usually I share like GTA 5 only because that once GTA 6 hits, everyone is gonna stop playing GTA 5, and I guarantee it. It is a no-brainer that people would be playing GTA 6 and they would disregard GTA 5 because of how old it is and how outdated it is. Okay, so I mean, for me, that's a huge indicator. But yeah, most definitely, it's, GTA 6 is gonna be the biggest thing out on the market. It is, and for me, I think that they need just to make as many copies as they. I would rather have more copies of a game than not having enough for other people to play. That's the thing, is that they have to make more copies just in case another pair would either buy it now or buy it later. They did a whole thing on for Xbox and PlayStation 5 where it first came out, okay? And yes, that happened a long time ago, but for me, I couldn't get the consoles that I wanted to get. I had the money then, but now it's more like I'm like more lenient when it comes to spending, because I'm like, am I gonna seriously pay that much money for a console that's been out for years and they still haven't gone down? I'm like, no, I'm just gonna wait for a bit until it's a reasonable price, and then, but only then, if my Xbox ever dies and to the point where I can't completely turn on and everything is old, and I mean, and then there's nothing for me to do about it but just buy one, then okay. But for the meantime, it really depends. It really depends. I really do want to upgrade a lot of things because I do want to play GTA 5 with all of y'all. And then I mean that's what I used to do when I was in Nixer. It's a long story, but I have been a streamer at one point, a huge not a huge streamer, but it was getting up there, and I was playing with a lot of people on GTA 5, and I would invite people to come play. And yes, a lot of people are fair, and there's some good apples and bad, but it was a good experience for me. So yes, I would definitely get back to it. But I just need to figure out what I can do to capture not only the gaming audio, but also my own voice and others too. And it's crazy. So yes, so just want to make sure that you guys are appreciated. I mean, I really do appreciate for you being patient with me, but it was just a busy week, guys. It was so busy. It was busy, and my mom was like, because I would try to find news articles and trying to see if there's any other things, but my mom would be like, talking to me, and then she'd be like, hello, are you even listening? And then I'm like, yes, I am. And I'm like, I don't know. It was so weird. It was like, okay, I'm trying to focus. I'm trying to read an article, but I just couldn't. I couldn't because I don't want to ignore my mom, but I also don't want to ignore the news either. And yes, there was so many news that has been viewed by me, but then I end up having to drift away from that, and that sucks because usually when I see small local news, it ends up becoming a whole other issue where I happen to not capture it, and it goes far away off to the internet for me to not remember it, and it sucks. Absolutely sucks. But just want to say that I do appreciate your patience, and yes, more videos coming soon. Also, I think it was not this week, but next week I would do another week of house sitting. Guys, I'm so tired. I'm so freaking tired. But I will be prepared for another video sesh, and it won't go unnoticed. I would definitely take the time to not I mean usually I don't edit these videos, but but you will know. All right. See you guys later.